to trim down. I had 14 slides, so I'm going to only speak about 4 of them. But let me make use of this time to take you down the memory lane. 2012, I was where my classmate Isaac, Dr. Masharia, is at KEFIS, in charge of the office which was issuing permits, import permits. That means if you want to bring grain, if you want to bring seed, you get an import permit. So we were trying to modify it, so not we say if it is genetically modified, please go to the NBA. And we were adding some sentence at the top of at the bottom of permit. I was also representing the institution at the biosafety board. So one of the days, the rep of the minister, the PS for Science and Technology, appears in the board meeting. At the end of the discussions, he pulls something from his jacket and says, guys, this letter I cannot give you because it has to be circulated officially. But I can read what it is. It says. So he read it to us and returned it back to the jacket. And we are begging for a copy because it was saying Cabinet has made a decision. They have instructed the Minister for Health. They have instructed the Minister for Health to work with other ministers. Minister for Agriculture, Minister for Environment, all the ministers that were relevant. That was the instruction. And we wanted clarity because I want to go back and report to my director. So by the time I arrived in the office, the letter, of course, has not arrived. But I know something has been decided, and we have to wait until all this happens. So I tell my director, please tell us what to do with those import permits. Do we continue issuing permits when the NBC or the NBA at that time issues the approval? So we wrote to the PS then, and he said, please proceed with the permits for research. But all the other permits, please hold and wait for guidance from Cabinet. We will not hear this from a lot of people. That's why I'm using my time like this. So we said, okay, proceed. So between 2012 and now, the permits for import of research have never stopped. Yeah, KEFIS is there, so I'm hoping representing them properly. So they never stopped. We continued issuing import permits for research, for CFTs, for lab, so that research goes on. Otherwise, we're going to remain like an island in Africa, in the world, where research cannot go on of any nature. So we waited for guidance on other permits. That guidance did not come until 2013. That is when the Minister of Health formed a task force. The task force to guide us on what to do with those other permits. So we were still waiting. And the task force began their work. We were waiting for them to guide us. That report was not ready until 2019, 7 years later. That is when we were ready to commercialize cotton. So the report was tabled in 2019. And the decision was, we will commercialize cotton. We will commercialize cotton, and all the other cases will be dealt with on a case-by-case basis. So when we were dealing with maize, we were a bit confused with what is case-by-case. We assumed it means we can proceed. That was our assumption. Maybe if you were us, you would assume the same. That actually our case is one of the cases. So let us start a process on to commercialize maize because it's case by case. So 2022 found us on a case by case path. We have one signature to go so that we take it back to Cabinet to say, okay, you told us case by case, there is the case. Obviously familiar with this document called the Catalina Protocol. Many people of you have been to lectures and biotech training, you have seen it. The reason I call this is because history of Kenya is written against this document because it was opened for signature in Nairobi. The members, parties of CBD were meeting in Nairobi. So it is the then President Moi who appended his first signature to say Kenya ratifies the Catalina Protocol on biosafety, requiring countries to set in motion procedures for regulating movement, cross-border movement, and research and so on. This was Kenya making history. So 2000, this was I will not tell you what biosafety frameworks are because you know it's a law, regulation. LB has talked about that. So I'm going to jump a few because of a few minutes I have. Just to tell you, you have known which trees are there, but this picture is important. That caption is important to tell you where we have come from. This technology is expensive. Few people want to be in that space of developing GM varieties. Sometimes we are like when somebody is fronting and fighting to have them in the market. These are some of the things you go through. It's expensive. It's better to remain conventional if you have little resources. So it is expensive. Many countries have struggled to create functional systems. Even now, some countries cannot even do trials because they don't have laws. And you can see from a decade, from 2000 about 2000, there has been a bit of progression in Africa. A bit of progression. A few countries now have some products. They have done trials, they have some products, and they are able to speak when the rest of the world is speaking. We will go to Codex meeting and we are discussing about labeling, GM labeling. And the countries which are fronting those discussions, they have products. As we are discussing from theory. And we are saying we will have the products, so labeling. And we have requirements which they are laughing at us saying, oh, we want them labeled in GM like this. He said, no, but why do you want the label to look like that? So at least now we have some pride. Let me jump there and tell you where to find information. Maybe I should just mention about this slide because they have talked about it. Don't pay attention to the numbers. Pay attention to the fact that the country was operating even when we did not have a Biosafety Act. Before 2010, we did not have an act. But we were not closed, we were still doing the research. In fact, the NBC had received 2 applications for commercialization. I am telling you this because I was a member of the NBC committee. Rose farmers were struggling with the crown gall, tumors in the roses. So they came with a product and said, can you help the industry with this product? It looks good, it can control crown gall. But we could not proceed because there was no law. It just flopped. I have no idea what's happened to that good product. I hope they can revive it. That's why I was flying that slide. This is my last slide to tell you, you can find information. I mean, sometimes to get a good story, you need to find information. So NPA runs something called a biosafety clearing house, required by law, so they cannot delete it. I invited it last night to look for information, to see how much approvals are there, whether they have removed them. They still have them. So they have a biosafety clearing house for the country. There is other players, including ISA, including AU, NEPAD, including ATF, that can give you information in Africa. A lot of information. And then globally, you just need to navigate into the website of the CBD, the Convention on Biological Diversity. They have loads and loads of information. Who has released what, who has done risk assessment, what, and you will find where the world is. So, sometimes we say the world is not waiting for Africa. They are cruising. When we think genetic engineering is done, they have moved to gene editing and gene drives and synthetic biology. Prof was shying from mentioning these technologies by classmates. But they are not waiting for us. They are just cruising. So, Nancy, with that, I should say thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Abed. That was quite very much on time. Actually got me off guard. Thank you very much. May I hand over now to my co-moderator, Ochieng Ogodo. Just noting that we have all been feasting on jeans this morning, and we are all probably wearing